Hey everybody, Agrarian Libertarian coming back at you here today. I mean, look behind me. Look at all that wide open, privately owned property right there. That is beautiful stuff. That's why I love it out here so much. Farmers, ranchers, they're the true stewards of their land, of their property. And I wish environmentalists and really anybody who live in urban states could figure that out. No farmer, no rancher wants their land to be destroyed and spoiled. So, because if that happens, then they lose out on productive land. They lose out on using their land to the fullest extent. The land that I'm sitting on right here on this section is land owned by the lady who owns our barn, and she's decided to use her property to the fullest of its extent. So she has a barn out here and an outdoor arena and a pasture out front and an even larger pasture in the back, and as well as a hot walker, a round pen, and more pens and stuff behind the barn for the horses to occupy and whatnot. And this is how she chooses to use her land. And it is pristine. It's well taken care of. And no horses, no livestock, unless it was purposeful, they don't get sick and injured here. But anyway, that's all I had to say about that. Private property is the end all, the be all out here. It is a natural right. Right to property comes with the right to life and the right to liberty. Because unlike in other places where, you had a landlord and like in Europe where you have lords that rule over the lands and stuff like that, out here, regular everyday people, if they have the money, they can buy a chunk of property from another owner. That's a peaceful, meaningful exchange right there. And I wish more people could get that and wish more people could understand that. And that's what I don't understand about these people that say that rent is theft. Rent is not theft. Come on. You are voluntarily using somebody else's property that wasn't initially yours and using that as your living space. You are borrowing somebody else's property for you to live in. Or in our case, for me and my wife, we are borrowing a spot out here at the barn for our horse to live in. And so, if saying that, if you rent an apartment, that rent is theft, well then clearly board must be theft too. Well, the thing is, the lady that owns this barn out here, she would disagree. If we quit paying our board, our house or our horse would no longer have a place to stay. Same thing for where we live. We have an apartment. If we quit paying rent, we wouldn't have a place to stay either. So, it's just that simple, guys. By that extension, I believe that libertarian socialists have no place in the Libertarian Party because those two terms are mutually exclusive. They're not the same thing. If you're a libertarian socialist, you are a Marxist, and that is all you are. Claiming that you are a libertarian doesn't grant you any special nomenclature, doesn't give you anything special at all to claim. Because you are, in all intents and purposes, a Marxist. And you have no business in the Libertarian Party. The Libertarian Party, its purpose is to get out there and to go out there and just point out to people that huge, ridiculous government is huge and ridiculous. We have a nanny state that exists at the state level, exists at the federal level. I'd argue exists at the city level in Bismarck too, in my opinion. But that's probably for another video. But that's all I have to say about property rights and how libertarian socialists are ridiculous. That's it for now. See ya.